What is going on, my YouTube family? It's your boy Big D from Big D Sports Talk. Man, man. That was a good game. Let me tell y'all something, man. The thing that I was most impressed about was our defense. Like, it's been a long time since I seen the defense battle the way they did. You know, I know y'all feel me. You know what I'm saying? Um, of course, there's some things that we got to clean up. I'm gonna start with that first. The penalties, 12 penalties, 89 yards. We got to clean that up. You know, some of the penalties contributed to the Giants extending drives and us ending drives early. So we got to clean that up. But that's expected. For week one. You would like for them to be a little more disciplined, but in my eyesight, I was expecting a little bit of that. Maybe not to the extent of 12, but I was thinking around about 6 or 7. But we finished the night off 12 penalties, 89 yards. Like I said, got to clean that up. JD5 was JD5. He had a couple throws. I think the one early to Zach Ertz was a little bit behind Ertz. I think he had another one to Debo that was a little off, and the deep ball to Terry. I know fans is gonna be hopping on, hey, why ain't Terry? Look, I get it. I understand. At the same time, it's a team game. We have spent a lot of years with it just being Terry and nobody else. And it didn't make sense for him not to be getting the ball. But in this case, like I said, they're trying to walk through it. The good thing about it is we all was able to see that him and Debo was on the same page. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Debo had 7 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Man, everything as advertised. And what a hell of a block Bill had for Debo on that touchdown run. And a great way for Debo to finish and extend for the pylon. He was not. One thing that I've noticed about Debo in his career, he is not going to be denied that touchdown. So that was good too. Like I said, JD5 with JD5. He was 19 for 30, 232 yards, 1 touchdown. That touchdown was to Zach Ertz. Ertz finished the night 3 for 26 with a TD. JD5 also had 11 carries, 66 yards. He ran when it was needed. Especially when the Giants was blitzing. The man had to do what he had to do, and he was JD5. I ain't got no complaints with JD5. Maybe, I think it was one scenario where I think he took a sack, and he could have got the ball away, but he kind of hesitated. But with him, as usual, whenever he gets in a situation like that, he instantly understands that, dang, I should have did this. So it's good to see, he doesn't it doesn't take for him to go to the sideline and the coaches be like, woo de woo de woo, this and the third. He understand it right then, right there. So, we are, as fans, we are very thankful for Jaden Daniels. Like I said, we didn't get much, with Terry. He only had 2 catches for 27 yards. That one deep ball, man. The way Terry beat the corner, man. JD just put a little too much on it, man. That would have been to the house. Like I think we all can agree that would have been to the house. And the way we dominated, really. the line of scrimmage, you know what I'm saying, with the D line and the offensive line. Like, I was very, very, very impressed with the offensive line. You know, I know Conley Jr. had a penalty here and there, but he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Going up against Brian Burns, hey, it's gonna happen. But guess what? Was something good for him. You know, he ain't out there, you know, blocking scrubs. He blocking, you know, show enough killers. So, you know, I liked everything with the offensive line. I was just very, very, very impressed with the D line. Like, I didn't realize. Now, I've been keeping up with the camp and all that, but I did not realize how big Dedrick Wise and Kinlaw was. Them guys is huge. I saw one play where Kinlaw went in and he was being blocked by two offensive linemen. I mean, literally, one offensive lineman had one shoulder, the other one had the other shoulder. And he literally pushed both of them and then, like, just parted the Red Sea. Yo, that's crazy. That man is what they call a behemoth. So, yeah, it was a very good game. I know, you know, if we clean up some stuff here and there, like that game, like honestly, I didn't feel the game was in doubt nay time of the game. But I can see where we're gonna be blowing some teams out. I'm gonna keep it real. We're gonna blow some teams out. The way, man, I'm talking about, Saints still had a good game. Lattimore looked like Lattimore. I was very impressed with Amos. With all the tight coverage he was having. Like I said, Louisville and Wagner did their thing. Let me see. Who else? Even down to our safeties. Our safeties played a hell of a game. Like, Harris was everywhere. He was everywhere. I mean, laying the wood. You understand me? Man, look, I was highly entertained. You know, I started losing my voice a little bit. So excuse me. But that was a very entertaining game. It was what I was expecting. I was expecting the Giants not they played the way I thought they would. I thought they would, well, for one, I thought they would stick to the running game. But once I saw how our D line was playing and they didn't play none of that, yeah, I knew it was going to be a wrap, because then you're asking Russell, hey, go out here and do this. Not saying that he can't, but at the same time, the man didn't have no time to have his feet settled. For real. I was very impressed with our defense, very impressed with our offensive line. Now, let's go on here to this young kid. This young kid, Bill. Bill. Man, yeah. Adam Peters knows what he's doing. Like, he didn't start the game, but the way he run, the way he carries the ball, it gave me the feeling that at least one of these touches he was gonna break. And Lord behold, At the end of the game, that man broke one. Yeah, that boy. Yeah, and I liked how they. I like how Cliff had them bouncing around. You know, you had Eckler, then you had Bill, then you had McNichols, then you brought Eckler back, then you hit him with Bill. The Giants defense couldn't get comfortable with one running back because all three of them have different styles. And what a hell of a run by Eckler. The man is like he did it last year, like a human pinball. He secures the ball and just boop boop, bounces off. He stays on his feet and got that first down. That was, man, look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm very happy about that victory, man. For real. Like I said, Bill had a hell of a game. 10 carries for 82 yards, 1 TD. The man averaged 8.2 a carry. It's crazy. 7th-round pick. Let's not forget that. It's crazy. Adam Peters, yeah, you a chef because you cooked. You cooking, my guy. So, yeah, I was very impressed with this. You know, like I said, we got Green Bay next. And I feel like I'm not going to get too much into that game. But going into that and seeing what we've been doing with Debo, I think Green Bay is going to be playing Debo more closely. And that's when Terry going to pop open. It's only a matter of time. It's a long season. It's just game one. We got it. Got the victory. So, man, look, my Washington people loved the game. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Like I said, clean up the penalties. We was pretty even on time possession. I think, they had it for like 30 minutes. We had it for 29. Like I said, a lot of that time was contributed to their penalties, extending their drives. I think they had 8.5-minute drive. I think it was in the first half, and almost had one like that in the second. So, some stuff we got to clean up. But man, let's ride this dog. Let's ride it, y'all. Washington Commanders, raise hell. Man, what a victory. What a victory. Like I said, I'm going to keep these videos coming. I know we got a Thursday nighter coming. So I'm going to be on point with that. I think I'm going to drop another video tomorrow around 5 or 6 p.m. tomorrow, prepping, talking about the injury report and prepping for the Green Bay Packers. So like I said, I thank y'all for y'all support. I'm only a few subscribers away from 3K. Like, share this out, man. Get me out there. You know what I'm saying? And we all grow together. It ain't just me. We growing together. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Big D. And I'm out. Peace.